Biopharma company Cytokinetics launching a new drug today it says will help patients with serious heart conditions, making it difficult to pump blood throughout the body. Myocorzo receiving FDA approval just last month after successful late-stage clinical trials. Cytokinetics has largely focused on developing medicines improving muscle function. The stock is up about 70% over the past 6 months. Joining me now, Cytokinetics President and CEO Robert Blum. Robert, congratulations on the launch of this drug. So let's talk about the drug itself and really what you're working on more broadly to deal with the horrible disease that affects this nation, and that is heart disease.
Thank you. Yes, it's a really important day for our company today. After what has been a long journey, over 25 years focused to this one area of science, we can now say that we have a new medicine, FDA approved, available for patients. It's, for us, a culmination and a fulfillment of the promise.
So HCM, patients, can live full lives if they're treated with this. But it's my understanding that it's the younger generation, if you're a younger patient and you get diagnosed with this disease, that it can be more fatal. Is that something that you're targeting?
So I would say that patients of all ages can benefit from a medicine such as this, and all patients, regardless of age, can suffer the consequences. This morning, we're also announcing a campaign to raise education and awareness of this disease. And as we are partnered with Olympic champion Sydney McLaughlin, and it's intended to help patients and their caregivers understand the whole patient syndrome. Patients suffer from breathlessness, patients suffer from anxiety, patients suffer from inability to perform activities of daily living, and that can limit their ability to maintain stamina and endurance. And the clinical trial that supported the FDA approval demonstrated, and as published in the New England Journal, that our new medicine, Myocorzo, can have effect to extend exercise, stamina, endurance, and also measures of patient function and quality of life.
I would think the other component of this would be obesity rates in the nation. And one thing we have seen with the emergence, the explosion of these GLP-1 drugs is the idea, we hear this from many cardiologists, we hear this from the Cardiologist Association actually, that bringing down weight actually contributes to fewer instances of heart disease and of stroke as well. Where are we right now, do you think, when it comes to the overall state of cardiovascular care today? And what role do you see your company in general playing in all of that? Because it is still, it's still the #1 killer.
You're absolutely right. Heart disease is responsible for more deaths in the United States, more hospitalizations, more burden to the societal challenges and economics of healthcare. And we're at a crossroads. As Cytokinetics predicted some time ago, there's a perfect storm brewing and a congruence between what we understand regarding metabolic syndromes like diabetes and where a company like ours with focus to muscle, specifically cardiac muscle, can augment cardiac function and performance for the benefit of patients. And I do believe we're seeing now the advent of a new generation of treatments with better understandings of the anatomy as well as the physiology. Cytokinetics is a pioneer and a leader specifically in muscle and cardiac muscle, how we can enhance potentially cardiac performance. Myocorzo, our first medicine, is the leading edge of a pipeline of potential treatments we're working on. This is our first approval. We hope to have several others as will follow, all rooted in increasing cardiac performance.
Is it the same class of drug or the same targeting as Myocorzo, or are there other drugs that you're putting into the pipeline right now?
Yes, so with Myocorzo, we have a very important clinical trial due to read out in the second quarter of this year. That could, if positive, potentially expand the opportunity to double the number of patients who may benefit. Our first indication for Mycorrhiza is in the obstructive form of hypertrophic cardiomyopathy, the second potential indication in the non-obstructive form. And we also are building a specialty cardiology pipeline and potential business franchise. We have other modulators, either activators or inhibitors of the same protein that drives the mechanics of cardiac muscle function. One is in phase 3 clinical trials for the potential treatment of advanced heart failure, another in a phase 2 clinical trial for another form of heart failure. So you begin to understand how this biology translates to business. And we believe we're building a three-legged stool that could be sustaining and enduring for growth for patients to benefit as well as shareholders.
Yeah, no, it is so important, Robert, the work that your company is doing, and in particular, as we're gearing up for Wear Red Day for women's heart disease, any advancements that are made, I think, are so crucial. Robert Blum, again, congratulations on the launch. We're going to be watching those new drugs coming from you as well.
Thank you so much.
All right, Robert Blum.